Why don't we come onto our backs to begin today? You can bend your knees or have your legs straight. If they're bent, you might like resting them in or opening them out, whatever is comfortable for you. And the arms can be out away from the body with the palms up, or if you like, you can place your hands on your belly and your chest just to accent the breathing. And we'll take just the first few moments just to let the body settle down into the ground. You might feel how those exhales allow you to release and become heavy. And then beginning to deepen the breath. Maybe feeling the inhales allowing you to become light and more open and spacious. Breathing into the belly, then the ribs, and then the chest. And now if the knees are bent, go ahead and straighten the legs. And bring the arms overhead. Inhaling long, reach out of the right arm. Feel the length move from the belly up through the chest and out into the fingertips. And then when you exhale, relax back in toward the center. Staying with the right arm. Seeing if the reaching out of the hand enables you to breathe any deeper. And letting go of the reach on the exhale. Feeling the relaxation. And with your next breath, changing and stretching long out of the left hand. Almost as though the breath moving from the belly to the ribs to the chest then extends out through the arm. relax the left arm. We'll come back to the right arm now, adding the left leg as well. So moving the breath from the center in both directions, right arm, left leg. Relaxing back in as you exhale. Expanding and shrinking. And then we'll switch left arm, right leg. Take your time waiting for the breath to complete. And now both arms and both legs. And relax for a moment, continuing to breathe deeply but without the deliberate movement. And then we'll lift the upper body and move it over to the right. And with the legs a little bit apart, we'll take the left leg and cross it over the right foot. Take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. And gently pull, creating a sickle shape and breathing into this new shape. Noticing how the shape may affect where you feel the breath. And release the wrist and uncross the leg. Lift your upper body and move it over to the left. Cross the right foot over the left ankle. take hold of the right wrist with the left hand and gently pull. Deeply breathe. Release the wrist, uncross the legs, bring your torso back to center, and hug the knees in. And we'll aim the knees for the shoulders, so not having the legs parallel to each other, but a little bit wider. And imagine that you're sending the breath down to your tailbone. And then let the knees open all the way out to the side, bringing the hands to the inside of the legs for support and weight. Notice how just this small movement changes the shape and placement of the breath. Intending to still breathe deeply, fully, slowly. And bring the knees back together. Come over onto either side. And then slowly press yourself up. Pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. Bring your heels together with your feet flexed, having your heels far enough away from you so that there's a square inside your legs. So not a diamond, but a nice square. You might roll the flesh of your thighs in. Good. Flexing the feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, keep the torso long as you fold forward, relaxing the hands, dropping the head, and then let the elbows hang down. Feel the breath streaming through the torso, creating some length as you inhale. Draw the low belly in toward the spine as you exhale. Track the feeling, the fullness, and the placement of the breath. On your next inhale, roll yourself up, reach the arms up. Exhale, release down. Feeling the rhythm of your breath. And open the legs out to the side. You can support yourself from behind with your hands or in front. We're going to take a few moments to point and flex the feet. Hold the flex position and lift up tall through your heart. As you exhale, see if you can hinge forward at all without rounding your back, keeping your chest out, your heart lifted, and if you're able to bring the hands in front of you without rounding the back. And you want to do that so that you can perhaps continue to release forward. Don't force anything, just breathe deeply, and then when you exhale, relax. And in that relaxation, maybe there's the ability to let go into it a little more without rounding the back. And then start to walk the hands in if they're forward. Lift yourself up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, come down to the left, bringing the left arm in front of the left leg. And then press the back of the arm into the leg to get those left ribs to come under you. Roll your gaze up, turn your right palm down, reach out of your right foot and right hand in opposite directions. Inhaling long, exhaling, relax. On your next inhale, lift the arms and body back up. Exhale, right arm down inside the leg. Press the back of the arm into the leg, rolling the right ribs under you, the left ribs up, the gaze up. Reach out through that left hand and in the opposite direction out of the left heel. Slow, long, deep breaths. Next inhale lifts you up. Exhale the hands down to the legs. Help them around to the front. And circle the feet around at the ankles. And reverse. Relax the feet. And cross the ankles in and roll over your feet onto hands and knees. Lining the knees up under the hips, the hands up under the shoulders. You're welcome to be on fists like I am or just flat on your palms. And take a moment, maybe closing the eyes and feeling how the weight distributes evenly across the four legs of this table, the hands and the knees. So when we bear the weight strongly through our limbs, that allows the body, the torso, to relax, and we can move it more readily, which we'll do now, starting with an in-breath, curling the tailbone up, dipping the belly down, lifting the chest, reaching up with the eyes. Exhale, tailbone down, feeling the ripple of the spine as it lifts with your exhale. Letting each breath guide the movement. Completing the breath in and out. And then back to neutral spine. Place the right forearm horizontally under your chest onto the ground. Extend the left arm forward, sinking your chest. Let your head relax down. Keeping the left elbow straight so that you're really feeling the stretch in the shoulder. Really letting the upper back drop toward the chest with each exhale. Maybe pull the left hip back a little bit. Slide that left hand in just a little, about a hand's length, so that you can press down into it and lift your head and chest. And then slide the right arm all the way over to the left, coming down onto your head. Then pull that left hand in toward the right arm. Take a deep breath in. When you exhale, push into your left hand, rolling toward the back of your head. Cross the feet at the ankles. Take a deep breath in, squeezing your ankles together. Exhale, twist, and then maybe lifting that left arm up. You can leave it down on the ground if you want, or opening the chest and shoulder, lifting it up. Squeezing ankles as you inhale. Relaxing that arm back behind you as you exhale. And release the hand down if you've lifted it. Press into that hand to come back up onto all fours, uncross the ankles, round your back. Breathe up and down your spine. Come back to neutral, table position. Bring the left forearm onto the ground horizontally under your chest. Slide the right arm all the way forward. Drop your chest down, relax your head down. Deep, long, slow breath moving through your torso. Exhale and release your back toward your front. Maybe you want to pull that right hip back a little bit more. And slide that right hand in so that you can push into it and lift your head and chest. Bring the left arm all the way over to the right, coming onto the shoulder, onto the head. And then slide your right hand all the way till it meets the left arm. Cross your ankles. And inhale, deep press into your right hand. Exhale, roll onto the back of your head. Inhale, squeezing the ankles. Exhale, twist, and then lift the right arm in the air if you want. Leave it down on the ground if you'd like that leverage. Continuing to breathe deep. feeling each breath inside you. Return the right hand down if you've lifted it. Press yourself up, uncross your ankles, and round your back. And relax your back. Walk your hands forward, coming down onto your belly. Let's start with the hands stacked under the forehead, resting the forehead on the hands. Just feeling the breath as it moves the body up and out, and then down into the earth as you exhale. Feel the expansion and the release. And then extend the arms straight overhead, resting on your chin or your forehead. Press the hips and pelvis firmly into the ground. And then lift the right arm, the left leg, and the head, and reach as you inhale, and lift as you exhale, sinking the center down. Inhale long. Exhale as the back and belly and pelvis dip, the leg and arm lift. Keep getting longer. And relax down, resting on your forehead or your chin. Staying with the rhythm of your breath. Sinking the hips and pelvis into the ground. Lift the right leg, the left arm, and the face. Lengthen longer as you inhale. Sink your center as you exhale, perhaps lifting higher through the arm and leg. And rest down, restack your hands under your forehead. Notice the depth of your breath. Bring the arms out in front.
And I'll give you an alternative because it's pretty challenging to keep the arms overhead in this next position. You can bring them out to the side to make it a little easier, or back behind you to make it easier still. Staying with the breath and sinking the pelvis into the ground. Lift the legs, lift the head, lift the arms. As you inhale, feel your body expanding just like we did in the beginning of the class on our backs. Exhale, sinking into the earth at that fulcrum just above the pubic bone. And rest down, stacking hands, resting the forehead, feeling breath, feeling body relaxing into the ground. Place the hands under the shoulders and press your hips back to your heels, coming into mecha pose, arms overhead, forehead down. If your head doesn't reach the ground in this position, you can modify and stack the hands or even make fists. Pressing forward through the hands, sending the hips back. Feeling the breath, making even more length in the body. So some of the stretch comes from the position, but then the position helps direct the breath, and then we can stretch even more by breathing deeply. Keep the hands where they are. Lift the hips off the heels. Spread the fingers wide. Curl the toes. Take a breath in. Exhale. Lift the knees, but keep the knees bent. And push forward with your hands like you're trying to fold your ribs onto your thighs with those legs bent. See if you can feel the long line of breath and body from fingertips to sit bones. And then lower the left heel and press it down, pressing even more into the right hand, finding that diagonal again from right hand to right buttock to left buttock, and then from left buttock to left heel. Bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, lowering that heel, and then lengthen from the left hand, pressing forward back into the right hip and down the right leg to the heel. And then straighten the left leg as well, both legs straight, Roll the shoulders down the back. Sink the heart and the head. Press forward into all 10 fingers, lengthening both hips back, pressing both heels down. Slow streaming breath through the body. And then walk the feet up to the hands. With soft knees and chin to chest, roll yourself up to standing. Reaching the arms up and relaxing them down. 2 more like that. And letting the arms rest by your side. Closing the eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Staying with that nice, long, slow breath. Letting each exhale sink your feet into the ground a little more. Letting each inhale lift your heart a little more. And then send the left arm up. You can really feel that line from the left foot up into the left fingertips. Nice and strong and steady. And then let the eyes open, gazing at a spot in front of you. Turn the right palm to face out. Continue to feel the breath expanding and contracting. And then with all the weight shifted into your left foot, lift your right foot and place the top of your foot into the palm of your hand. So the palm is still going to face out or up as it holds the foot. And we'll continue to work with the diagonal as we reach back through the right foot and out and up through the left hand. And actually, that reach is a very stabilizing factor. I find it's one of the easier balancing poses because of that tension between the right foot and the left hand. But ultimately, the balance comes from the stillness of your mind. So focus on your breath, focus on your gaze point. And release. Let the eyes close if you can. Feel the breath steady and slow. Bring the right arm up and sink down into the right foot. Feeling the long line of breath from the foot up to the reach of the fingers. Turn the left palm out, open the eyes. Relaxing the eyes, but keeping them still and focused on one spot. And then lifting the left foot, placing the front of the foot into the palm of the hand. And then kicking the foot back and up as you reach out through the right fingers. And release down. Roll the shoulders. And relax. Inhale, arms up. Clasp your hands, place them behind the back of your head. Inhale, elbows back, chest up, eyes up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, folding all the way over your legs, and then bring your elbows to face the wall behind you. As you inhale, press the head into the hands. As you exhale, press the hands into the head, scoop the lower belly in and up. Push down into the feet, inhale, head into hands. Exhale, release over those legs. Let the body hang down. And release the hands, bring them down to the ground, bending the knees. And then lower the buttocks all the way down to the heels and onto the ground. Come lay on your back, bringing the knees to the chest, arms out to the side. Breathing in. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. Turn your head to the left. You can use your right hand to deepen the twist, maybe resting it on the left leg. Breathing all the way up into that left shoulder and relaxing it down as you exhale. If you were using your right hand, release it and then lift the legs up and over to the other side. Turning your head to the right. And again, you might use your left hand on your right leg. And breathe the diagonal from your left hip to your right shoulder. Relaxing the shoulder down as you breathe out.
If you're using your left hand, release it. Bring the knees center. Hug them into the chest, head center. And then return the feet to the ground, arms to the ground. Lift your hips, tuck your tailbone, release down, and release the legs out and shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you might place that on your eyes now. And then just let the arms rest out to the side, relaxing the legs apart. Breathe in deep through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, sinking the weight of the body into the earth. Inhale deep. Exhale, releasing the jaw, feeling the lips gently part. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. Turning attention fully to the breath. And then letting go of even the breath. Notice how the breath happens when you're not trying to breathe. Just receiving the breath without effort, without control. The breath doesn't need to be deep or slow. Trust the breath to just happen and see where it's easiest to feel the breath in the body and rest your attention there. Just watching the breath come in, feeling the breath go out, trying to stay with each breath with your mind. And if you notice that the mind has wandered, that happens, no problem, just come back to the breath. You get to start again every time you catch the mind drifting. Feeling yourself deeply relax. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go.
Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock gently from side to side. Feeling the ground massaging your back. And then come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot, soles of the feet together. Roll over onto your side. Rest your head on your underside arm. Rest your body on the ground. Rest your attention in the feel of your breath, feel of your whole body, noticing your mood, your heart. And then slowly make your way up to sitting. Let your head come up last. Sit any way you're comfortable. Sinking sit bones down, lifting the head to the sky. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.